Welcome, Miscreants. We are back.
Week 16. Back at it again.
Welcome to the show. Mr. Scag here.
Mr. Blue over here.
And sorry, this episode came up a little bit late. Mr. Scag got a little sick. And he was not the kind of sick you guys were thinking of. I was legitimately sick. Like,
Don't worry, he seems to be okay.
Yeah,
though. I can vouch for him. That's okay.
Because whenever you say that to people, they're like, "You were sick? Like, why you started using drugs?"
Well,
again?"
actually,
like, no.
You know, it was actually going through Mr. Blue's mind a little bit. I was thinking, like, oh,
you can't.
God.
Everybody thinks that. I can't even blame people for thinking that.
I was like, oh boy, did he get back on the wagon again?
No.
Yeah.
I got like just legitimately just like sick, like a normal person, just like feeling like shit. It's like a cold, and like I guess the combination of that and just being super burnt out with work and like.
So you worked
everything.
through while you were sick this week.
Yeah, I got 1 day off. That's it. The rest of the time I was working because I had a lot of shit to do. So that just made it even worse. Yeah. And I was really tired, and
you really get run down a lot easier.
You get really run down. Like work and everything is great. Like it's a good way to stay clean and keep you busy and obviously make money, but it could get to be just really draining. Especially because you balance out your career with like your hobbies and girls and all this shit.
Yeah.
And you end up just like your plate just gets so full, and you just like burn out.
Yeah, man, it could be a lot.
Yeah,
really fucking add up after a while.
Yeah, sometimes you just crash, like because you're just riding that wave, work constantly busting your ass, and then eventually you just get beat. You just need to catch up on sleep, and like catch a little cold or something. That's all it took. Just knock me down.
Yeah.
So I was just like fucking beat the past week, and no motivation to do anything. I was like, oh, this really sucks. So I finally just started resting and shit past couple days, and now I'm feeling a little bit more like myself.
It's good. Back on the old feet and off and running again. No time, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's the weekend. I'm gonna chill. We're supposed to get another fucking snowstorm, which is whatever. It's actually okay because it'll give me an excuse to just kind of chill home instead of go out and do anything crazy.
Yeah, no plans with any women this week? Weekend, I mean?
Nah, well, it's Valentine's Day, so fuck it. Like, I'm finally single, so I don't want to have anything to do with women this Valentine's Day. It's worked out perfectly. I don't have to buy any gifts. Saved me at least a few $100 this week.
Yeah, I went pretty crazy this Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah?
It was crazy for
a bunch
me.
Of shit?
Yeah, I went to Lush. I don't know if any of you guys out there listening have girlfriends, if you're aware of the store Lush, they make these handmade soaps, bath lotions,
sweet,
massage bars, all sorts of nice little goodies for women. And so I got her some shit from there. Got like a gift box from there with different shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
I got her a purple orchid, so hope she can grow.
Oh,
at her home, it'll make her think of me and our love, and kind of symbolize that, growing and fresh and reborn and all that shit.
It's cute.
What else? I think I got her some. Oh, and a box of Godiva chocolates.
Yeah, you gotta go with the
that
chocolates.
shit is expensive. Holy
Godiva's
fuck!
Like $50 for like 4 chocolates. Like,
yeah,
they're really expensive.
I went with like a $30 box. I think it's like 19 chocolates in it or something.
Yeah, I know. They're a lot of money.
What the fuck, dude?
They're really expensive.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, you go in there expecting like, oh, I'm gonna get like a big, huge box of chocolates. It's like $100. Like for like the really nice ones. It's out of control.
And if you want, the 3-tier box is like $130.
Yeah,
it's like you gotta be fucking shitting me.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? The quality is so much better.
It is good. Like a Russell Stover horse shit.
Russell Stover's like
it's fucking blow.
Yeah, those are horrible. But yeah, they are really expensive. So dude, Valentine's Day can seriously add up.
They could break the bank a little bit.
And it depends like what chick you're with. Like my last girlfriend, she didn't really care about like crazy expensive jewelry and stuff. And I have dated girls like that. This past one wasn't like that. I mean, she would rather like really cool, like unique stuff that's like not crazy expensive, just cool shit.
Yeah.
Some girls, they just care about like the price tag, and they just want you need to spend at least like a few $100.
As long as it meets that status symbol.
Right.
The bar.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like a couple girls that I've been messing around with now who I can tell are like that.
Yeah.
And I made it my goal, okay, well, whatever happens, I'm not getting with anybody before Valentine's Day.
Good.
Because I'm serious. Why waste the time and have to break the bank?
Fuck that.
I'll get with you the day after. That way, boom.
I've always been brilliant at avoiding Valentine's Day with chicks.
Yeah.
Always have.
It's
awesome.
It's like a skill you have to learn. It's like dodge Valentine's Day, Christmas, all of those.
Or keep things just fresh enough where, like, she doesn't expect anything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Or informal enough, you know?
Yeah, I think... Yeah, if you do, if you make it interesting enough throughout the year, like, you don't need to go too crazy. I guess, like, if you're like in a new relationship, like, you want to, you know, you're still in that kind of honeymoon phase and you want to get her something cool, you know, it's just a matter of, like,
but then you can keep it on the cheap. Keep it on the cheap and maybe something a little thoughtful.
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to spend $1,000 on, like, on a bracelet or something crazy like that. Yeah, I think some chocolates, some flowers, like a nice, thoughtful gift, you know, like, is plenty. That's plenty.
Yeah,
you know, $50, $60, $100 max for like a beginning. You know, Valentine's Day. You've only been together a few months. You know, I think that's all you're really entitled to like have to do.
The last Valentine's Day I spent with my old girlfriend of over a year or so. Maybe it's coming up on 2. It was miserable. We ended up fighting. I thought it was going to be a nice Valentine's Day, and I bought a couple bottles of wine. We ordered dinner in.
Yeah.
I think Chinese food or something, watching a movie, and we fucking read each other's throats by the end of the night.
Yep, I've been there.
Oh, man. What a shit relationship that was.
Yeah, that sucks. Like, you can't even keep it together for, like, holidays and birthdays, you know.
She was that fucking cunt. I forget what I don't remember exactly what the fight was over. I'm sure some stupid she did.
Yeah, usually they're about just dumb shit, and you just get on each other's nerves, and before you know it, you're just going at it.
Yeah, I think it was about her, she had like a coworker who texted her all the time.
Oh.
And I think that motherfucker, like, bing, like, or the vibe.
Text her on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, constantly talking to her, like, yo, you're hanging out with me, your fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
Stop answering this fat fucking douchebag.
She would answer him and talk to him and shit?
Yeah, and he's like, he's asking something about work. No, he has asked you, you know, every fucking 5 minutes about something that had to do with work.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Fuck
like,
you.
Go ask
fuck
somebody
him.
else. Yeah, that's not cool.
Fucking fat goatee.
I think
most motherfucker.
I think most guys would get pissed about that. Like, you know, when you're in a relationship with somebody else, like, okay, you're with somebody else. You have to cut that shit. You have to cut that off, you know. And
he's lucky he didn't get a knuckle sandwich from Mr. Blue. That motherfucker.
A knuckle sandwich.
A knuckle sandwich.
What, giving it to him good, huh?
Oh, I would have. Ripped that fucking goatee off his face. Oh, fucking faggot. Fucking hate that guy. What a douche he was. She always made me go to like work parties, and I had to schmooze with her coworkers.
What did she do for work?
Fucking, she was a vet, like a vet tech.
Oh,
and she kind of, well, actually, she had more like a supervisor position where she supervised over like the other employees and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like made their schedules, all that bullshit. But yeah, I schmoozed with the coworkers. I was just fucking, a lot of times I'd just be sitting by myself fucking guzzling beers. Because I was miserable. So fucking sucked. And I had to put up with this douche the entire time.
Yeah, that blows.
Just trying to be overly friendly, or just trying to play the part like, oh, I'm just like her friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just she's my pal. I'm just palsing around with her.
Yeah, it comes off as
like,
just so fake, and like, and as a guy, like, you know that it's bullshit. Like, nobody's friends with their fucking ex. No. Like, that doesn't happen. And if it does happen, like, your future relationships aren't probably going to end very well.
Dude, we're not 8 years old.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Like,
nobody wants that.
He's not texting my girlfriend just to be friends with her.
No.
You know what I mean?
That does not
You
happen.
don't do that.
No, you don't.
You only do it for one thing. I mean, let's not fucking kid ourselves. You're doing it to fuck her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and,
it.
And I've been with the kind of girl who's like, no, it's totally fine to be friends with your ex.
All girls think
like,
that
shut
shit.
The fuck up. Until you do it.
Then
then the gloves come off.
Oh, yeah.
They see one text from your ex and they flip a shit. But you can't, you know, because then you're just a jealous asshole. It's like, right, okay.
But if you do, then you're obviously got some ulterior motives.
Yeah.
If you're doing it.
Yeah, of course.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. So I don't have time for those fucking games. You know, like, if you can't understand that, like, that's not appropriate. Yeah, you know, that's just immature and fucking and stupid.
I'm too old for that shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm 28 now. I'm not putting up with that shit anymore.
Yeah, if you're with me, you're with me. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Period. That's how it is. That's how it has to be. Anything else is just not. That's not what I want. It's not what I'm looking for. You know, if you're cool with hanging out with your exes, fine, good for you. But I don't want to be a part of that. Yep. You know, that's not the life I want to live.
If that's that's the game you want to play, whatever. Then we ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then good luck to you. I hope you find somebody who's okay with that.
Yeah, we can fuck or whatever. But you can be damn sure we're not getting serious. If you
No.
want to get serious with me, that's not happening.
Yeah, not like that.
I
Yeah,
know how that shit
that's
goes.
too much.
I know
Yeah,
how it goes. It leads to problems every time.
every time.
Even I mean, there's been situations where girls have approached me where I thought was initially could be friendly, and I kind of fucked up a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
So I mean, I just know that shit doesn't work.
No,
Just doesn't work, man.
no. I can't think of one case where that's ever worked out well. Where like I was in a relationship where my ex like hung out with her ex, or I hung out with my ex, and it all worked out like beautifully.
Yeah,
It just
no,
doesn't.
doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen. It's just one of those unwritten laws. Like it can't work. Can't fucking work.
Nope. Don't think so.
So yeah, that's that, and like it's good not to have the stress of thinking about Valentine's Day and all this other bullshit. It feels good to just chill and I don't have to worry about appeasing anybody or thinking about what gifts to buy or what romantic shit I got to do next.
Yeah.
Like,
or if it's good enough.
yeah, I don't have to think about that. It feels good.
Yeah.
So I'm saving money, saving time, and it's all good. I feel relieved.
I bet. I know that. I know the feelings. I've been in long-term relationships,
Yeah.
and when that burden, when that weight is off your shoulders, oh boy, does that feel good.
It is a huge relief. Like you can't not say that it is. It's just even if you're still a little bit heartbroken, which as time goes on, you become less and less of that. Like the relief becomes more apparent. You're
why don't you treat yourself to a booty call tomorrow? Because you earned it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I will.
Arrange a
Yeah, I
booty
think
call.
I'll do something
Get
like
laid.
that. Yeah, I'll get laid. I'll go out for some
Boot her
drinks.
afterwards.
And then get the fuck out. Where are my flowers? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pick some out of the cemetery on your way
Up
home.
my ass.
Fuck out.
Fish him out.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's getting any gifts from me this year, ladies, so don't fucking expect shit. It ain't happening.
Great. Boy. What else is on the agenda? Do we have anything else to talk about? Or
Well, speaking of like girlfriends and shit, like you brought up the other day, the how to handle the like the wedding talk.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like since we're speaking about Valentine's
Right,
Day,
that almost slipped my mind actually. Yeah.
Yeah, any guy can relate to this. Like when your girl brings up marriage, right? What the fuck do you dun dun dun? Yeah, it's like that.
And it usually happens in kind of like a fantasy sense, or you talk, oh well, if I ever got married,
yeah, this is what I want.
This is kind of what I'd want to do.
Yeah, right. And so then they kind of, but it's like a weird.
But it's just feeling you out. Is what
really,
it's doing.
Yeah, it's really they feel you out. They're kind of hinting towards certain things, kind of just trying to gauge in the temperature of the room and you to kind of find out where you're at with marriage. Like, does he want to get married? Because
does he see? Can he see himself with me in the future?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Once that's what you start in your late 20s and shit. That's
what
what people start thinking about.
What? That's true.
Especially as girls, like they see all their friends already getting married and having kids and doing
pressure,
who knows
the clock's
what.
ticking.
Yeah, so they really start thinking about it way more critically than they ever have in the past. And if you end up with the girl at around that age, like you can be sure that conversation is going to happen.
Yeah, or maybe even by their mid-20s, they're definitely starting to at least think about it.
Yeah, by their mid-20s, I've had that conversation. Late 20s into your 30s, forget about it. Like it's happening.
It's happening.
Like that. You know what
in
I mean?
In fact, sometimes that's the deal breaker.
Oh,
like they want to know that shit right off the bat.
Yeah, they won't even waste time.
Which I respect actually, because they got plans they want.
Yeah, if you know what you want in your life, you know that you want to get married.
And this person doesn't want to do that,
then you're gonna have to move along.
Yeah.
So I get girls not wanting to waste any time. Yeah. And just like
especially when you get to the end of your 30s.
Yeah, exactly. So
early
to
mid 30s. Yeah.
So your girlfriend brought this up.
Yeah, I don't know how it got brought up. Her sister got married a couple years ago.
Okay, I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah,
so getting the wheels turning.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what I think we're talking about. She showed me pictures from her wedding. I think that's how it got brought up. And next thing you know, she's telling me what she really wants for her wedding, and she wants a whole big thing. And I've never been that kind of guy, because every wedding I've been to, I've hated.
Yeah,
because it's so scheduled and kind of like choreographed in a way where, like, all right, now we're having the hors d'oeuvres now.
Yeah.
Now is the dance time. Now is the father-daughter dance.
Yeah, those are like the traditional kind of weddings.
Yeah, and now you go the fuck home.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they are.
I want to be just like, I want to have my closest friends and family, my immediate family, none of my fucking other extending members of family, because fuck them.
Yeah, people invite every fucking person they've ever met.
Because I'm not close with them. That's the bottom line. I have friends that I consider more family than my fucking family.
Sure.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
So I just want my immediate family, my closest friends, and maybe have some
small.
kind of nicer reception. And after that, let's get loaded and party and have fun.
Yeah,
and there's no time limit on it.
Right.
If it goes all night, it goes all night.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be this formal.
It's my fucking wedding, for God's sakes. I want to party.
Right. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's how I would kind of look at it too. Like, I never really pictured myself getting married, but if I did, I would want something way more low key and chill. So, but your girlfriend, she
doesn't want
she
that.
wants the extravagant.
She looks at it as like cheaping out, or the person not caring much about.
But who's paying for this fucking for this party?
I don't know.
I guess I think, isn't it the groom's? No, I mean the bride's father is supposed to pay for it, because that's what happened. My dad got stuck with the bill for my sister's
Generally,
wedding.
that's the tradition.
He got hit hard.
Yeah. Oof.
Because my sister is just like that, where she the extravagant, crazy wedding. She invited like hundreds of people that she barely even knows.
That could be about 20 large or more.
No, I think my dad spent around $60,000, $70,000 total.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, between the wedding, the party,
holy fuck,
the dresses. Yeah, I think it got to be total around 60, 70K. I mean, and she invited 250, 300 people.
Oh, man.
All the steak dinners, all the food, the dancing.
Shit, there I thought 20 large would have been bad.
20 is nothing, dude. That's like, that barely even covers some girls' dresses, 20 grand. That's shit right there. Yeah, he spent a lot of fucking money. I couldn't believe it.
God. Your poor dad.
Oh my, yeah, he was like, and the worst part was they were looking at, and he couldn't even ask a single question about it.
I could just picture him just trying his best to keep his mouth shut.
And he did. He took it, dude. Like he didn't. Yeah, and I got pissed a few times at my sister or my mother, and they were all talking and shit, and he would ask like one simple question about something, or like throw out a suggestion, and they would just totally shoot him. They're like, "Shut the fuck up! You don't know what you're talking about." Basically, just like, "Shut up! Don't have any input. Just give me your checkbook." It's like, yo, this guy is fucking forking over all of his money, and you're not even gonna be rude to him about it. Like they should be kissing his feet.
Know, really.
Instead, they acted like that was what he was supposed to do, and him even questioning it in any way was wrong. It's like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm shutting this shit down.
Yeah.
I'll give you $5,000. Whatever you can make happen.
How about you figure a way to pay for this shit?
Yeah, you pay for your own wedding. To me, like, if I was getting married, there's no chance in hell that I would let my soon-to-be wife's father pay for my whole wedding.
Nah.
To me, that's just embarrassing. Like, it's pathetic.
I at least want to chip in. Let's say you offer to pay for it. I wouldn't even expect him to pay for it.
No.
I would probably initially expect that I'm going to be paying for the wedding because it's my wedding.
It's my wedding. I'm not going to let my wife's father, pay for my wedding, especially all this extravagant shit. If he wants to pitch in, throw for like the catering or one little aspect, and like, oh, okay, thank you very much. But to just flat out expect him to pay for the entire thing,
no.
Like that was so. I really started thinking twice about my sister's husband now, because he didn't seem to care at all.
Really?
That my dad was forking over all his money.
I would have felt like a shithead if I was him. I would have felt so guilty and like, and at least offering like, look, let me like fucking make this hurt a little bit less.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I would have done. It's okay. Wow. So your dad is so amazing.
I would have tried to at least give your dad 10 or 20 at least.
Something. Yeah.
Something.
Or at least make it
10,
so that
10.
It's not as intense and not as gratuitous. Like they didn't even try and knock anything down. Like he just let my sister go run rampant and pick the most expensive, crazy shit possible, and just no problem that my dad was the one forking over all this money.
Damn.
I couldn't do it. I'd sit down with my fiance and explain it to her. It's like, look, we're getting married, me and you. We're going to pay for what we can afford, and what we can't afford, we're not doing. That's it. I'm not taking fucking $20,000 from your dad or $50,000 from your dad.
I mean, do you really need to spend that much money to have an awesome wedding? I don't think you do.
No, but you know what's fucked up is then like the nicer your wedding is, the more people give you money. So she got my dad to spend like $60,000, $70,000 on this wedding. Plus, she brought home like $30,000 cash, and he didn't get any of that back.
I think when you go to weddings, right, you're kind of expected to pay for your seat, your meal, or right, something like that.
Yeah, you're expected to,
and then a little extra.
Yeah.
That's what you're expected to
going
give,
to
right?
like a nice wedding, you're expected to fork over at least a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. So yeah, so she made out like a fucking bandit. You know, got the great wedding, and to me, I would have been like, fuck that. Okay, let's see, my dad's about to spend $60,000 on a wedding. I'll be like, okay, fuck the wedding. Just give me $20,000 cash. We both may come out ahead.
Yeah.
And I'll use that to go, you know, put a down payment on a house or something.
Right.
So she got both worlds. She used the money from the wedding to put a down payment on a house, and had my dad just chill out like an asshole and pay for the whole fucking thing. I couldn't believe it. I was so that's not how it would go down.
Did he ever kind of like voice anything to you privately about it?
Yeah, we talked about it.
You
Yeah,
talked
he's like, this is bullshit. Because I would tell him, I'd be like, man,
on the way to work or at
yeah,
work or
yeah,
something?
exactly. Like we just talking, having a beer one night by the pool or whatever. Just like I would look at him like, I don't know how you do it. Like like I would lose my mind. Like after they just snapped at him for asking a question about flowers or something ridiculous. So he was a better man than I, because I would not be able to deal with that shit. So do you think your girlfriend is more along those lines, where she would want the really extravagant, crazy wedding, and cost just wouldn't be an issue? Or
I don't think she would go that far. The person I got when we were talking about it, I think she would be okay with like spending about 20, maybe even a little under, and that'd be that. Which I guess is more reasonable. That's a more reasonable wedding.
That's a way more reasonable figure. Yeah, exactly. Expect, I don't know, 100 people maybe max. Like,
yeah, but maybe it's me being a cheap fuck. But I'm even thinking like, well, hell,
that's a lot of money, dude.
We could probably spend even less and have even more fucking fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, and she's like, I don't want a backyard wedding. But I'm like, dude, a backyard wedding, you can make it look nice and be more fun.
Yeah,
you can party harder. You don't have to worry about the fucking when the hall's gonna close.
Yeah, dude, I've thrown some amazing parties for like a few $100. You know, like, so it's not that it matters if like you can't make it work. You can absolutely make it work. You could find a cool venue that's not crazy expensive and rent out a little space, and everyone could have a fucking blast. You know, and it's more fun that way. I feel like it's not so rigid and
it's
like
more laid back. Look, let's chill, let's hang.
Yeah, it's everybody just relax, like let's not invite, like the guy who sat behind us in English class fucking sophomore year.
Fuck,
like you don't know that guy. Like that's what why would you just invite every random idiot that you've come across?
You know who I invited to my wedding party? Like 15 people.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if that. A few, I'd have my family come, which is small anyway, because a lot of us hate each other, and some close friends. That's it. Like our buddy is getting married, Jesse, and I don't imagine him to be the kind of guy who would have a crazy wedding. So he probably looks at it more like we do.
Yeah, I bet he does.
And his fiance seems like really down to earth and chill too. So,
I'm sure he's gonna have no problem with that.
So yeah, I think they'll both kind of agree on like a more mellow affair, not this big Cinderella fucking. Because
that shit seems more informal to me. And it seems more like, I don't know, like fucking just like fake. And I don't want my wedding to feel fake. I want it to feel fucking real.
Yeah, like you went down like the checklist of like what a wedding is supposed to be.
This is what's supposed to happen. And like, what's a real wedding anyway? What the fuck is real? It's subjective.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at some point down the line, some waspy fucking idiot came up with what a wedding should be, down to like the dress and to the look and to all of this shit, and kind of wrote like a Bible for like what a traditional wedding is supposed to be. It's like, well, shove that up your ass. Like, I mean, I'd want it to be a unique affair based on what I and my partner like, you know what I mean, and want, not because like this is what she always thought a wedding should be, you know.
She looks at like, look, I'm a girl. Since I was a little girl, every girl has her fantasy growing up, what they want their wedding to be. I do kind of get that too. Yeah. I do understand that.
Yeah, it's a big deal for women.
Yeah,
for
us guys, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, we don't grow up
as far as like what it looks like.
Yeah, we don't really care.
Obviously, who our partner is really matters.
Sure, it better. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I care about it. I just care if I marry a girl that I love. That's it.
That's all that really matters. It's one night when you really think about it. One day, and it's over. So to spend all this crazy money on a dress and have this whole massive affair is just like, it's insane. But I do get how women, they grew up as a little girl thinking about it, and it was a big deal to them. So I get in a way, like, if a girl that I loved really, really, it was really important to her, I would do what I could to make it happen for her, within reason, obviously, But so I get that in a way, it's kind of finding that balance between, like, okay, how can I give her what she wants and what she's always kind of wanted? How can I give her that fantasy, but then keep it realistic and not ridiculous at the same time?
I think I think any good relationship is based off compromises, and I feel like there could be a middle ground that could be met between what I would want, something laid back, and what whoever my future wife would be. Let's say she wanted something a little more extravagant,
right?
I feel like there's somewhere there's some middle ground that can be met to make both parties happy.
That's how it should be. Yeah, absolutely. But but some people, some chicks, they take it so seriously that, like, they don't even want to hear what the guy has to say. Like, to them, it's like they have this.
They have no say.
Yeah, you have no say.
This isn't your thing. This is really more for me.
It's exactly. Which at that point, I wouldn't marry a chick that's like that. Like a girl who has that personality. That personality is coming out in other ways before it comes to the wedding. Like, that's just a very specific kind of girl. I would never get married to a girl who looks at the world like that. Like my sister, that type of girl. Just
right.
I would never be into somebody like that.
I think the term that the people like to use today for girls like that is basic bitch. You heard that term? It's like being thrown around a lot now. It's like a very popular term.
I don't think I've heard that one. I can't keep up with the new lingo constantly floating around.
A basic bitch.
What does that mean?
Which would be just like a typical,
like a standard traditional, like, bitch. Yeah, like just a fucking
that's
blah,
a girl,
like
girl.
Completely unoriginal, just like your traditional standard girl. You know,
right off the fucking.
Right off the assembly line.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, that's actually a good. That's a good phrase for it when you think about it. Like, you're just stock. You're the stock model.
Exactly. It does. It's
custom.
Actually a good term.
Yeah. There's nothing custom about you. You're totally stock, right from the factory.
Yep.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah. So I would never be into a girl like
bitch.
that. I would never be into a basic bitch. And I'm sure all the women out there are probably super offended right now, but hey,
gotta keep up with the kids.
You gotta keep up with the new slang that's going around. That's wild.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I would never marry a girl like that. We're very similar guys. We wouldn't marry a girl like that.
We would not be attracted or into a girl like that.
You need a little more substance.
Way more substance than that. Definitely.
Now when it comes to fucking.
No,
I'll fuck anybody.
The bedroom, that's
some different shit.
That's different. So what? Did you guys set a date or what? I mean, was this talk like just very surface? Kind of feeling it out, felt each other out a little bit.
Yes and no, because I think she took some of what I was saying or my opinions on a little personally.
What did you say?
Well, I was saying I I could go for a backyard wedding. I really would like a more laid back wedding. She's like, yeah. She kind of gave me that look, kind of like,
okay. All right, so you felt each other out. Okay, and then at the same time, you now kind of understand a little bit more of what she
would want
if
we stay together long enough.
Yeah, if that were to happen. Right. Wow, okay. So is that something you could even consider seeing yourself doing? I mean, it's very early, obviously, with this girl. It's only been a few months, right? Yeah. But
longer if you count the women.
You're not like opposed to marriage, right?
No.
I've never gotten that vibe from you that you were anti-marriage. Because some guys really are.
I'm not opposed to it, but I sometimes I wonder, like, can it really work? Even if you have a great relationship. I mean, there's so much temptation out there. Do you really want to settle on one person for the rest of your life?
Well, I mean, it can. Look at your family, my parents, your parents. They're still together, been together forever,
which is nowadays rare.
Yeah, but then you look at so many that fail miserably. So I feel like it's one of those difficult things. Like, I don't think anybody should just swear it off altogether. I think if it comes and you feel like it's right
or the right time.
Yeah. But then too many people jump into it because they feel like this is what they should be doing, and they kind of just haphazardly go for it, which is the reason why we have so many divorced fucking people out there. Like, people kind of catch the itch. They see their friends getting married and stuff and having kids, and they feel like...
they start feeling it, man.
They start feeling like the time ticking away. And you end up making stupid choices because of that.
And I've said it a million times. I may even said it a million times on this podcast that I'll stay. I'll be a perennial bachelor. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If I don't meet the right girl, I don't meet the right girl.
Yeah,
I don't need to get married.
Force it. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, it's like I don't like. Am I opposed to it? No. But do I need to do it so bad? Do I want it so bad that I would rush it just for the sake of getting married?
Fuck
Hell no. Yeah, no way. Because I know guys who were like that, or who got tricked into that from a girl and ended up in disaster. You know, guys.
Yeah.
I know guys who were in their are not even 40 yet, and they already have 2 ex-wives. You know, that they're paying like astronomical amounts of money to. So fuck all that.
Yeah, it's like some guys expect it. Like, oh yeah, it's like it's a normal thing to have multiple marriages. I don't want to deal with that horse
No,
shit.
I don't. Yeah, I've seen how horrible, especially when you have kids involved, how like disastrous that is to deal with ex-wives.
My poor uncle had to go through that shit.
Oh man, he's got like 3 ex-wives now, and 3. One of them he has kids with. He's with the new girl, like who's in like her 30s from like Poland. I mean, he's just a disaster, like a typical guy like, who just never fucking learns ever.
Yeah,
and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's over. Like he's just. And his life sucks because of it.
His life sucks.
It seriously sucks. Like, he gives so much money to all these stupid bitches that he's not even with or hasn't even been with a year or two. And he just does the same thing over and over again. Like, the same mistakes when it comes to women.
Does he literally just have nothing?
I think at this point he must have nothing.
He must. I think.
What's left?
Unless he's fucking rich.
No, and he's absolutely not. He's not rich. You know, he was an army guy. You know, he wasn't a millionaire by any stretch of the imagination. So whatever he did have is now just being sucked away by all of his past mistakes because he couldn't fucking use his head and use some sense to be like, okay, let me take a chill pill this time and do things a little bit differently. Nope. Did it the same way and got the same result.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, that's exactly just a poor bastard. But I look at that and I'm like, okay, it's a learning opportunity here. I do not want to be that guy. I do not want to go through that because I see how stressful it is and how horrible it is.
Oh, that's why I want the fucking.
Gotta be careful, man.
The sealed tight prenup.
Yeah.
With anyone I married, that's happening.
Got to be, yeah.
I'm getting a lawyer, making sure it's all fucking tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Mr. Blue is not getting fucked. That's one thing I'm gonna guarantee.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy, and we all know that guy who just got totally railroaded by his ex or multiple exes. No, see, this is the kind of marriage talk that turns me off to marriage, like this kind of shit. But this is real shit. This is the reality. What happens to a lot of people, what they go through, you know.
Yep. Everyone in their family has gone through it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows somebody who's had an awful experience in marriage.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it tore their life apart.
Yeah, turned them upside down.
Everyone knows somebody. If that's not enough reason to fucking make you think twice about it, be careful. Maybe wait longer than you really thought you should.
Use a little more judgment.
Exactly. Then I don't know what will.
Yeah.
But, actually, I read something that an article kind of supported what I was thinking.
About marriage?
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that marriages where people spend less money on their wedding actually, statistically, last
They're
longer.
More successful.
Yeah, are more successful. The divorce rate goes down.
I could see that. Yeah, it's like the weddings, the people who have these big
Are
lavish
obviously less
affairs.
superficial people.
Right, clearly. Yeah, that's a pretty good distinction. That makes sense. I could see how those statistics would pan out.
I could just thinking about that. Like to me, it makes sense.
Yeah, because
it does make sense.
Clearly, these people they're not as superficial. They're in it more for like the actual love. They don't really care about all this. Because all that superficial shit, it shows in different aspects of your life as well. You know what I mean? So if a girl is like that when it comes to a wedding, chances are she's like that in other aspects of her life too. Same with the guy.
Yeah, they don't have to make appearances, keep up with appearances.
Yeah, they focus too much on that.
Yeah.
So instead, if you're kind of laid back and down to earth, and you're doing it just because you love each other and you want to have a symbol of that, I could see how that would correlate more to being together and staying together.
Yeah.
So that actually makes some sense.
Definitely. It's good talk. We could, from here, do you want to, I think we do have a call in this week, right?
Yeah, we have a clip from Left Wing.
So want to get into that before we end the show?
Yeah, he put the, left a voice message for us on SpeakPipe last week.
SpeakPipe, the Miscreant era. Please send us more messages, please.
Yeah, send us.
We love the
messages.
call-ins.
Yeah, so we'll play that right now.
All right.
So what's up, Miscreants? It's Left Wing signing in here, as you can probably recognise from the Aussie accent. I'm picking up the slack for the rest of you lazy fuckers that won't join in on the fun. So I'll try to bring a little international flavour to the party, eh? So as most of you know, my pops passed away recently, and don't worry, I don't want this podcast to turn into a big fucking morbid monologue about death. And how I miss my dad, and keep raving on about him like I do already on the forums. Instead, I just want to send out a few big thank yous to a few miscreants for all the genuine support on the forums and through private messages, especially to you, Mr. Scaggs, and Dr. D, of course, good man, for attempting to send those flowers, even though they fell through. It was an extremely heartwarming gesture at the time, and I appreciate it a lot, so thanks a lot, guys. Also, Down Ahead and Somni for their ongoing support and friendship on GrindFactor.com. Also want to send out my deepest sympathies to O-Line and Arseface for their recent losses as well. Much love to you guys. I can only imagine what you're going through at the moment. So I guess once I get my shit sorted out and straight a bit more, I'd like to join you, Skags and Mr. Blue, in a podcast, and we can hash some shit out, have a bit of a fucking Aussie-American battle or whatnot, so all in due time. So I'll wrap it up about that, Miscreants. Keep safe, look after each other, and have a good time. Peace out.
We want to thank Left Wing for sending us that message.
Yep, thank you, man.
That's so. I mean, what can you say? You know, there's that shit's always just fucking shitty.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, very sorry for your loss. You
Yeah,
have all of our condolences, all of our love. You know that. We've all been there. You know, my grandmother died a month or two ago. Right. That was a nightmare. So I know how much it sucks. And to everybody who lost people, right. We've all lost family members, and I know recently a lot of people were posting on the forums they had lost a family member. So just big condolences to everybody who's in that
thinking
boat.
about you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always a fucking shitty thing. Really, fortunately, nothing you can do.
Yeah,
it's all part of this fucking existence.
Yeah, but we got mad love for you.
Yep.
And next up, we got the famous Dr.
Detroit. Yes. Always love hearing from this guy.
Yeah, let's check this one out.
Good morning, you miscreant pieces of shit, motherfuckers. Wake the fuck up. It's 5 a.m. now. Again, seems like the only time I call is in the morning. This time, I'm on my way home from work. After working all night, I'm tired. Sobriety sucks, but it beats the alternative. Just wanted to say hi and fuck off, eat shit, and have a nice fucking day.
Well, all right.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Detroit.
And yes, I will eat some shit.
I will eat plenty of shit. Thank you. And that's actually funny that I forgot you sent that message, because it totally ties into what we talked about in the beginning of the show about just being tired and burnt out from work and shit. So trust me, I know what that's like. We all know what that's like. Just grinding it out.
Yeah, man. If you want to call in next week and bitch about something specific about your job, feel free to do it.
Yeah. Overall, bitch about being sober. Just being sober sucks. Yeah. Trust me, I feel that same way many a day. Yeah. You trade in one set of problems for just a whole slew of other ones. That's just how that's how it works.
You got to get creative and figure out your own ways to cope and stay off it.
Yeah, and make your life interesting.
I'm sure he's doing that.
Yeah.
I know you do that.
Got to.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really got a choice, right?
Yeah, you got to. You got to do what you can to make shit interesting and balance out that craziness of working and just life insanity with some time to just kind of clear your head. Otherwise, you do get burnt out. You do just like crash and burn, like I did this past week.
And you should take some time where you just literally just get your rest.
Yeah, just rest up.
Your body needs it.
Yeah, and relax and kind of make a game plan for the future and even like the short term, and kind of just get your head back on, because things can get so insane that you start to just fly off the handle a little bit, and you need time to kind of break it down and get back to.
I don't know if I keep mentioning this when I went out of work, but like when I didn't realize how stressed and how like worn out I was until like I didn't have to go to work.
Right.
And I just slept
just
like
caught up. Yeah, with some
like
much
2 p.m.
needed
every day.
rest. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need that. And so we have one more message this week.
Oh yeah.
And this is a great one. This is from Ken from Kentucky.
I want to say that I hate your fucking show. You're the biggest bunch of fucking morons I've ever heard in my life. And you fucking suck. I hated you when you didn't have a show, and I hate you even more now. Fuck you.
Thank you.
Wowzers.
Thank you, Ken.
Sounds like a fan.
Thank you, Ken from Kentucky. Glad for all your support.
Yeah. Hey, I love that shit.
Asshole.
Yeah. Sounds a little bit of a dickhead, doesn't he?
Yeah. Go fuck yourself,
Wow.
Ken. Go fuck yourself.
Real fan of the program.
And your sisters down in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'll eat her ass. How about that? Eat your sister's ass. Bring her over.
And we love hate.
Fuck.
We love hate mail, by the way. So,
please keep it coming.
Please, yeah. Just like if you want to just call in and let us know how much fucking assholes we are.
That'd be great. I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, bring it up. We'll play it on the show. No problem. We love it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Also, I want to say, I've been watching this new show on Netflix. So you're gonna get your my Netflix recommendation straight to you guys right now. It's called a show called The Fall. It's got Gillian Anderson from The X-Files. She's a smoking hot chick still.
What's it called? The Fall?
The Fall, yeah. It's about, she plays this this detective in Ireland, and she's trying to catch the serial killer throughout the entire show. And you also know who the serial killer is, know what his life is all about, and it follows him as well.
Sounds kind of like The Following on with Kevin Bacon.
Much better. The Following kind of sucks.
Better than The Following?
Following kind of...
Sounds like a similar premise.
Little cheesy.
Yeah.
The Following kind of sucked. No, this is much better than The Following. It's actually worth watching.
All right. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I know you like that kind of shit, so...
Wow. Well, thank you.
And for you guys out there, if you need something to watch that show.
Okay. I'll have to check that shit out. I love Netflix, dude. The ability to... Because they're coming out with like more and more original programming.
Oh, this is an original programming from Netflix.
Yeah, this is
actually.
original, right? Yeah. So far, the original programming has been fucking awesome.
Good. It's been
tight. House of Cards.
Oh yeah.
That's coming Orange back is the New too. Black. Like both of those shows are killer, fucking good. I think that they have a Daredevil show coming out that I saw previews for Netflix only that looks sick, and PlayStation now. The PlayStation Network is coming up with their own original programming. They have this new show coming out called Powers.
Yeah.
It's like Heroes, but like modern day, supposedly better. Or like a bunch of it's in a world where people have these crazy superpowers and the government like tracks them and shit. And this is coming out on the fucking PlayStation Network, and it's got like real actors, and it looks like a really legitimate show. Cool. So I think the future of TV is wild right now, where like there's so many other options besides just your standard regular television that it's always been. Now there's Netflix and all these, and Amazon has their own original shows that are getting critical acclaim, and you know it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, it's a good time to be into TV.
The best writing is really coming from TV shows now, and not so much movies. Writing.
No, movies are kind of stale and stagnant right now. They've kind of been that way for a while, but TV is doing some interesting shit.
Yeah, you can get so much deeper with each character.
Yeah, you spend so much more time with them. Yeah, you can take more risks. You can do something different.
And as long as you don't kind of oversaturate the show, which unfortunately a lot of shows end up doing when they go too many seasons.
They kind of jump the shark a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you do it right and you only go for a few seasons and
keep the quality there, and then end on a high note. You know, I mean, just
like Breaking Bad did, and
it becomes forever a classic piece of cinema material. I mean,
Yeah.
where it's always gonna be looked at as like, wow, I'm gonna watch the show again because it was awesome front to back.
Right, instead of just beating it to death and
Or it's like,
stretching
hey,
out
well,
extra seasons for more
Don't
money.
watch season 5 and 6 because it got shitty.
Yeah. You don't want to hear that about
No.
a good show, but it happens all the time. So it's better to end on a high note and have people clamoring and wanting more than having people say, okay, why the fuck is the show still on? This show should have ended 3 years ago.
Like say Rescue Me did that, which it started as a fantastic show. That was a really good show.
I think Lost did that. Like Lost was really
I
good.
watched that shit to the end.
I liked it up until the end, but a lot of people had a lot of complaints toward the last.
I was getting tired.
The last
of it.
couple seasons
Yeah.
started to get a little out of hand, a little crazy. But Sons of Anarchy ended really well.
I never watched that one.
That was a good one. I think you would totally be into that one.
Yeah, a lot of people told me to watch that one, so maybe I'll check that out. Maybe after this, I don't know.
It makes you want to start a motorcycle gang.
Yeah, I guess that part of it kind of like because it doesn't do anything for me really.
Yeah, it was just badass.
Yeah, it probably is cool, but yeah, I'll check it out eventually.
Those are our TV recommendations for the week.
Yeah. Watch it. Also, anyone who's playing H1Z1, if you're playing that zombie survival game, I've been using the name Rydog. So if you see me on there,
look him up and kill him and steal all of his shit.
Don't kill me. We'll team up together and cause some mayhem. Build some forts.
Blow each other. Can you give hand jobs to each other in that game?
Nah, I wish. It'd be nice, right?
Yeah, because you would just hang around in the fort and give hand jobs to
all the dudes
passerbys.
that came in, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would do, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
I knew
free.
it.
You wouldn't have to give me some rabbit meat. You wouldn't even have to give me berries.
Nah, you would just give free tugs.
Just free tugs.
Put up a sign that says free tugs in front of your fort. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that game is addictive, man. It's a blast to play.
Yeah, I don't even want to fuck with it because I heard you talking about it and shit,
God,
and it
so
just sounds too frustrating and and takes up too much of your fucking time.
I was playing on I think the Fallen server for a while, and these two fucking cocksuckers, one with the name Secret Service, he's driving around in his truck, and every time I guess they come across people, he gets out and just blasts them away. And this motherfucker killed me twice, or 3 times. Chased me in the woods the last time. I lost my shit on him. I'm like, you fucking cunt. You fucking, without that gun, you wouldn't have shit on me, you motherfucker.
So
I just lost my shit.
You raged out.
So
you totally gave him what he wanted. That's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
It's probably some 14-year-old fucking nobody playing in his mom's basement.
But you're right. It's so frustrating. I just lost my shit.
So yeah, I can't take games like that because I'll fucking find people's addresses and track them down and kill them because I get so pissed.
Yeah, but at the same time, it almost makes it more fun knowing that this fucking asshole's running around. That when I'm like roaming around the streets, I have to look out for him a little bit.
You'll get him back. You get him back eventually.
Yeah, but he's got fucking guns. I only got arrows. So
yeah, we'll just offer him that free tug and you can get him where he's not looking.
I don't want to give him the satisfaction.
Give him the satisfaction, man. Oh fuck. Okay, so we're gonna end the show because I'm still tired and beat, and I don't fucking want to talk to you people anymore. So,
all right,
that's gonna be the end of this week. Stay tuned next week.
Till next time,
something.
And eventually, we're gonna plan another big show. I know we keep saying that, but
but they're fucking a bitch to plan. So
yeah,
well, we got some shit.
We've been
works.
lazy. Yeah,
we're just trying not to get anybody's hopes up with some of the stuff we got going on.
We've done that before, and
yeah. So now you'll know when something crazy's happening
because it'll just
happen. So enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep.
We are signing off.
All right. See you, folks.